Once again, we're staying in our moredimensioning.dwg file, and we're going to have a look now at breaking and spacing our dimensions in our AutoCAD drawings. Now you'll notice in the drawing I've zoomed extents by double-clicking on the wheel of the mouse just to take stock of the drawing so that we can see where we are and what we're doing. I'm going to zoom in on that same top left corner though, so let's zoom in again, get the crosshair over the corner, just roll up on the wheel of the mouse and pan across. Now you can see there's our overall 5250 that we created in the previous video, and there's our 3050 where we actually move the dimension text. What I'm going to do is I'm going to space my 3050 dimension a bit further up from the 3532 dimension here. So let's have a look and see how that works. Go to the Annotate tab on the ribbon, and in the Dimensions panel, select this command here, which is Adjust Space. It's also Dim Space. You can type Dim Space instead of clicking on the icon if you wish. You need to select your base dimension, which will be the 3532 dimension. Then you're prompted to select your dimensions to space. Now I could have 5 or 6 different dimensions above that 3532. I've only got the 3050, so I'm going to select that one there. So I'll just select it and click on it. Enter to confirm, and then it prompts you for a value, or you can select an automatic setting. My suggestion is don't use the automatic. It can do weird things sometimes with your dimensions. It's always good to specify a distance. So I'm going to type in 2500 and press enter. And you'll see that that's moved my 3050 dimension 2500 millimeters in the model space full size above my 3532 dimension. So you can see it allows me to move dimensions and space dimensions around the drawing. Just zoom out a little bit by rolling back on the wheel, and if you pan across the top of the floor plan and go to grid line F, you'll see there's a 1400 dimension. Zoom in nice and close on it. Now you'll notice that there's some gaps there in the grid line for the 1400 dimension, but it all just looks a bit messy. So what we can do is we can break that 1400 dimension line using the grid line, and it just tidies up the drawing. And you could do it on this 1840 dimension here, and also here if you wish as well. Now the break command is again on the Dimensions panel on the Annotate tab on the ribbon. It's in fact right next door to the Dim Space command. So there's break there, dim break if you want to type it. So I'll select break, and now it prompts me to select the dimension to add or remove the break from. So I'll select the 1400 like so. It then says select the object to break the dimension, which will be my grid line here. And as you can see, it breaks nicely and it just looks a little bit neater. I then press enter to finish. What happens though if I want to remove that break? Well, I go back to the dim break command here. I select the dimension again, like so, and I then can remove that. Can you see on the command line there, I've got auto, manual, or remove. If I right click and select remove, it removes the break from the dimension. So I can remove any breaks if I want to as well. So that's how you can space and break your dimensions in your AutoCAD drawings.